The hunter and the cook are on a roll. I caught a 2 and a half patties of barracuda in the ice and snow, a grilled fish meal with mountain berry sauce. In addition to that, and steaming fried fish with pine branches, and a delicious bark porridge. I don't know, I thought they were camping in the snow. Kusama in northern Finland is located on the edge of the Arctic Circle. This coastal snowfield not only contains mountain gate, top ingredients such as moon chrysanthemum, there are too many barracuda in the lake to eat. In this issue, the hunter and the cook will challenge it and make a royal feast. 2-person ride setup group, rent a snowmobile for 9 yuan 9. Soon came to the challenge location. As soon as they got out of the car, they were shivering with cold. Therefore, their top priority is to find a suitable campsite. The hunter saw what seemed to be several lakes there. Setting up camp by the lake is the best option. And then they had a problem. The snow was so thick it was hard to walk. Not only is it slow, it also consumes a lot of iron. Soon the puppy cook couldn't take it anymore. The hunter can't go on like this. So he went nearby and cut some branches. Planned to make 2 pairs of sled shoes. Tie the head and tail in groups of 4. The middle is stretched open and tied with 2 horizontal supports. Make it 3 times 5 times divided by 2 pairs of sled shoes on your feet has an immediate effect. Not for a while. Reach the empty space seen at the top of the mountain. The hunter's experience taught him there should be a lake under this clearing. However, when the cook breaks through the ice, the water that came out was black and smelly. There was an unknown smell in the air. Obviously, this is a swamp. The swamp will not hesitate. They had to start looking again. Fortunately, Finland has hundreds of thousands of lakes, large and small. They want to find one of them. It was difficult to walk through the jungle for half an hour. There's another empty roof ahead. The cook is still there, saw the unfrozen water. It can be concluded that this time we found the lake, and they started working together. The cook dug out the snow from the bottom of the tree, piled the side to the windshield. Hunters cut down a lot of branches, spread on the ground as a thermal insulation, build a shelter before the sun goes down. Given the temperature at night here, will drop to more than minus 30 degrees, so we're going to have to start the fire. Hunters came nearby to collect some dried moss. Fire is created when fire is ignited by tapping. Then transferred to the fire dragon. A light blow can raise a raging flame. And after a day of traveling, the 2 are already hungry and thirsty. Eating blood directly lowers the body's core body temperature. They have to be boiled into water to drink. Is the wisest. A mouthful of hot cool white will open your stomach. The fatigue on the body suddenly disappeared. Now, the 4 elements of survival are only food left unsolved. So the next day, the 2 of them went out looking for food. The hunter plans to go fishing in the middle of the lake, but before that, he needs to find some bait. Saw a pine tree with fresh sawdust on the surface. There may be a deworming hidden in the side of the cup. It popped open. A hibernating insect repellent was pulled out by him. It's the perfect bait. Then the hunter brought down another sapling. Tie the dagger to the top and walk as a soldier. Then cut a big hole in the lake. You can start fishing. And the cook on the other side. Take a spade and walk to the north shore of the lake. He knows that there are many top ingredients in this area. Sure enough, after a while he found juniper nuts under the tree. This sap has a unique fragrance. You can smoke fish. Only later. He wants to continue searching for mountains under the chicken blood. And the eye and huge hands turned over for most of the day. I couldn't find a hair. It is estimated that other animals must have taken the lead, worried that the hunters would not bring back food. The chef came up with the idea of European red pine again. The bark of this thing is rich in fiber and minerals. It was an important source of food in times of famine, and pretty soon he had a whole shovel full of them. The hunters on the other side are really expected, sitting on the ice for most of the day. I didn't catch a single hair. I had to return to the camp in despair. The chef at this time is processing the ingredients. He crushed the bark. Then add water and boil for 15 minutes to cook into porridge. The hunter looked at the dark dish and hesitated for a long time. I just had the guts to take a small bite. As a result, within 2.5 seconds, you can't win. It means that even if I starve to death outside later, I won't take another bite of this stuff. The next day the hunter went to check the fishing line, although the bait was eaten. But there's nothing on it. The chef still found nothing here. Go on like this, let alone a royal feast. It's hard to even say if you can complete the challenge or not until the 4th day of survival. After getting up, the hunter first took charge of Gosong's reconnaissance. Rebuild your tired body. Then go to the lake again and try fishing. Learn the lesson of the previous failure. This time he did it by shaking the line from time to time. Create the movement of prey falling into the water. After a while, something really bit the hook. Pull it up and take a look. It's a half double weight bait. But luckily, sea bass come in schools. If there's one, there will be more. Use the same technique. Just a few minutes, the hunter will take the 7 ants of the perch. The 8th ant catches it all. Before returning to camp, he put the smallest one back on the hook. I hope to catch a bigger fish with a small and big. After the cook cleans the perch, put pine branches into the belly of the fish to lift the tail. Use a shovel as a frying pan. Heat a few fish on a fire. The aroma of not eating fish fills the entire camp. The meat tastes tender and melts in your mouth, with a faint scent of pine branches. I just ate it all into bites. And finished hunter decided to take the bow and arrow out hunting again. This time his goal is clear. It is only reasonable not to hibernate this season. He unfolds along a stream in the northern part of the lake. Soon found a nest in the river. His plan, it is to break the embankment built by Heli. Wait for the other party to notice a change in the water level. When it comes out for inspection, he can wait for the opportunity to hunt. At the same time, kitchen on the other side. The child has also come to a difficult place that has never been explored before. To find some frozen rivers and lakes. This time he made a discovery soon. This fruit is called salakirchid. It tastes sour and sweet, very appetizing. And not only that, there are mountain plums and moon chrysanthemums growing next to it. Keep searching. The cook found another deer core on a rock wall. This is an edible moss, rich in large amounts of carbohydrates. On the other hand, the inferior source, squatting on the shore for most of the day, still didn't see the river appear. This made him suspicious. Did the river go out to visit? One happy and one sad. The cook is on his way back to camp. Found another wooden chair nest. Wooden chairs are rich in protein. It's edible as well. And it tastes a little bit like a lemon. Wait until enough quantity is collected. He returned to the camp and began to cook a feast. Put all the ingredients found into the pot. After a while of stir-frying, Jiaqi put it in her mouth to taste. It tasted surprisingly good. At this moment, the hunters on the other side have been waiting for 6 hours, but there was no movement at all on the water. It's too late to return to camp now. So he builds a makeshift shelter. Prepare to spend the night outside. The next day, I dragged my tired body back to the camp. He ate some of the food left by the cook. He suddenly remembered the small perch that had been released earlier. Not much to say. Hurry up to the lake to see if there is any harvest. It feels heavy when you receive it. Wait until you pull it up and take a look. It's a 2.5 catty pike. The gills of the fish are very red, indicating that now they can finally have a good meal. Back at camp, the two of them work together. Bamboo transforms the fish. The flower knife is convenient for dicing. The found mountain gate moon chrysanthemum, made into bone plasma. Apply evenly to the fish. Finally, add some pine needles for embellishment. Hunters cut down a birch tree nearby. Cut out the planks for grilling fish. Secure the body of the fish to the wooden board with wooden nails. Charcoal roasting by the fire. With the passage of time, while the fish is being cooked, it will also penetrate the aroma of flowers and jam. 20 minutes later, a delicious grilled fish feast. It's freshly baked. The fish itself is already delicious. A little bit of raspberry jam before you eat it. Put it in your mouth. The meat is rich and fragrant, and the explanation is full of happiness. Eat the hunter, even the grace on the fingers. In the blink of an eye, it's day 7. Today is the day to go home. The two packed their bags. Reluctantly ended this challenge. Pilates Island off the coast of Malaysia. It's a remote tropical island off the equator. Perennially uninhabited, sultry environment. A nuclear-powered speedboat coming in white stripes. The hunter and the cook. To challenge him. In the next 7 days, not only do they have to survive, still have to find ingredients for a royal feast. Just got ashore. The cook throws his boots aside smartly, and the jungling begins. And as we all know, the first thing to do on a desert island is to find water. Then the hunter took the bamboo into the woods. But even if there is a hunter had to guide it. Shuzi's bloated body is ultimately difficult to carry his father. A big hole was cut in the clothes. Fortunately, soon, the two found a large crab lake. The hunter immediately hit a pot and tasted it. As a result, if you vomit within 2.5 seconds, it turned out to be cool, salty water. Hunter speculation. This crab lake is 80% formed by the high tide of the sea. If they want to drink fresh water, the two can only look elsewhere. Continue deep into the island. They found a dry riverbed. Follow him and you might find some remnants of water. Due to the high temperature and the continuous long journey, the baby nose soon starts to lose strength and will suffer from heat stroke. I feel dizzy while my mouth is dry. The hunter who feels sorry for his teammates is hastily cut down a water vine. Inside branch, Yining temporarily relieves the chef's dehydration urgency. Continue to trek another 2 miles. In front of, suddenly a small puddle of clear water appeared. Needless to say, it must be fresh water. I am afraid that drinking it directly will cause diarrhea. The two return to the beach after the angry fire boils it thoroughly. This is how to drink it with confidence and seeing that the sun is about to go down the mountain to rest. Before, the hunter also wanted to catch a few fish by the sea. The bait is the ubiquitous hermit crab. I thought the resources here should be abundant. As a result, I was busy for most of the day. I didn't catch a single hair. No way. The first night was still honestly starving. Wait until the next morning. After waking up, the two plan to go out in search of protein. Hunters pack diving gear to go fishing. The chef is going to the interior of the island to find ingredients. However, the vegetation here, pretty but edible plants, are few and far between. Walked for a long time, and he didn't find anything edible. At the same time, the dive hunters got nothing. The visibility in the water here is poor. Significant others make it difficult to see the fish and shrimp around. After working for a long time, let's go ashore. The other side. The cook who returned to the camp found something good. One found a few quilts on the shore. Coconuts washed ashore. Shake it a little. There's a lot of juice in there. Back to camp. Saw the hunter lying on the beach, sunbathing. I know this guy must have caught nothing. I don't want to go hungry like this. They can only come to the beach to pick up hermit crabs. Although this thing is called skilang on the beach. But presumably under the processing of Chef Hui Xiwan. It must be delicious. Soon they had collected half a basket full. It's time for the chef's show. First put the coconut milk and coconut meat in and bring to a boil. And then you pour the hermit crabs in. Delicious in less than 10 minutes. It's in good condition. Turns out the hunter just ate one. The smell of his grandmother's legs goes straight to the sky. The cook saw that his reaction was so exaggerated. Pick one up and put it in your mouth. As a result, the next second I put on a pain mask. Unlike other species of crabs, hermit crabs almost live on carrion. Its soft belly is filled with bitter-tasting large intestines. In order to prevent they decided to go on starving. In the blink of an eye, the third day has arrived. Look at the island they are on. Hardly any resources, so the hunter had a bold idea. That is to try your luck on the island on the other side. The water over there looks bluer. There's got to be a big coral reef underwater. And where there are coral reefs, there are plenty of fish. The cook under his rhetoric also believed, if they want to reach the other side, you have to build a black dust. Picked up some free bamboo nearby. And all kinds of marine debris. Tied them together with half rope. The two of them worked under the sun for 3 or 4 hours. Finally built a wilderness black dust. It's almost dusk. I will eat some coconuts to satisfy my hunger today. On the 4th day, bring only 4 liters of fresh water. The two of them went out with a bow and a bamboo raft. who surprisingly, buoyancy and power are pretty good. Well, the two sat on the bamboo valve talking and laughing. But on the way, I kept encountering the sea breeze in the opposite direction, in a short range of 3 kilometers. The two of them skated almost all day, too late to rest after pushing. Hunters searched non-stop for materials to make fishing guns. Cut off a straight branch. Tie the rubber band of the slingshot to it first. Fix the arrow to the stick too. So, you get a powerful fishing gun. The blessing of a weapon in hand. The hunter couldn't wait to go to sea, aim for the fish on the bottom of the sea and start hunting, with one blow after another. Soon a dumb grouper got the trick. Before the hunter could be happy, he found another dragon under the reef. Come out of the water first, change your breath, and dive again. The hunter soon rescued him. At the same time, on the shore, the surgeon cook also found something good. This lump of green plant is called sea grape. It tastes like pop candy. If you bite it in your mouth, it will explode. It's a rare delicacy. Destroy everything and bring it back to the camp in a while, and the hunters come home full of prey. The chef laughed out loud when he saw this scene. What's even more surprising is the dragon is also covered in lobster. Now I can finally have a good meal. In order to preserve all the umami of the ingredients, the chef is going to serve a pot of seafood hodgepodge. After cleaning the ingredients, first spread Shanghai grapes in the pot as a base, then put the wild grouper. Go in one by one with gong along. No seasoning required. The instant the pot boils, the umami of seafood hits your face. Smooth and juicy fish tastes delicious. The soft and tender shrimp meat also melts in your mouth. The hunter ate so much that he licked his fingers, for fear of wasting a little bit of oil and water. One last bite of sea grapes instantly make the rectification feast unforgettable. In the blink of an eye, it's day 5. The fresh water carried has been drunk. They had to take the bamboo valve back the same way, passing the coral reef. The hunter wants to catch a few fish for lunch at the bottom of the sea, so he roped the bamboo valve. Then they dived into the water to catch fish. Soon, half an hour passed. The cook couldn't wait for the hunter to probe. The original rope used to hold the bamboo valve. I don't know when it was released. This makes the cook anxious. The cry hunter of the sisters. Just when he thought the hunter was next door. In the distance, a black head suddenly emerged from the water. Wait for the hunter to approach again. Next few eyes, the chef scolded him seriously. Knowing that the cook cares so much about himself, hunters are also spoiled. After another half hour of sailing, the two also returned to Pilates without a hitch. I scraped down the bamboo on the shore and took a break. Returned to the old place to collect fresh water. On the way back, I saw a mud-brown donkey. And at the top, it's incredibly delicious. After cutting it down with a knife, remove the white part in the middle. The taste is crisp and sweet in one bite. Bring it back to the camp and let the hunters taste it too. But that's not enough to put them between their teeth. So wait until night falls. The two carried sacks to the beach. Catch a few fish for supper. Soon, the hunter found a crimson. Don't talk nonsense to him. Just go down a brick and send him to see Tainai. Then put the sack in the crimson. Back to camp. The cook immediately began to show his skills. Remove the red poisonous spikes. Pour coconut milk into a pot, stewed with nabong brown fish and curry leaves. After a while, the feast was out of the oven. Hunters can't wait to take a bite. Delicious! The soup is rich. What the two eat is endless. At this point, this challenge has come to a successful conclusion. Kalimantan is the largest island in Asia. This is a mangrove swamp with a lot of species. New Zealand's top hunter brings his personal treasure. Here's a 7-day survival challenge. Take the nuclear-powered aircraft carrier with 9 yuan and 9 free shipping. The two are taken to a narrow river island. The county magistrate has the boat ready. The rest of the way requires them to row and dock themselves. At first, they were laughing and talking because of the novelty, but seeing ships, when water leaks at a rate visible to the naked eye, I couldn't laugh anymore while biting the water out. Hurry up and find a place to dock. The weather in the rainforest is hot and humid. The cook was sweating profusely after a while. Not long. The hunter saw dark clouds gathering in the sky. It looks like a heavy rain is coming, so he called the cook to hurry up, build the shelter. And it was made out of the brown elm trees that were all around us. Essence can be used as a framework. Leaves can be used as roofs. As time goes by, the temperature has soared into the 30s. The hunter took the iron pot to the river and fetched a pot of water. In this environment, they have to consume 3 liters of fresh water a day to maintain the body's needs. However, there are many bacteria in the river water. Certainly not drinking, so the hunter crushed some loose leaves to use. Rub hard with a beautiful stick. A raging fire rises. Put the wok on the fire and bring it to a boil. The kitchen is getting ready to start the train after the water is cold. As a result, it was spit out as soon as it was put in the mouth. Salty water could kill him. This person speculates from experience. It should be caused by seawater pouring into the river. They want fresh water. Just wait for the sea to ebb. During this time, the two of them split up. Bamboo to chop some bamboo to use as a container for water. Hunters go out in small boats in search of food. He found several snails on the shore. It can be used as bait. Return to camp after setting up all 3 fishing lines. The sea has also receded. The hunter fetched another pot of water. Bring to a boil on the fire. No doubt this time it's fresh water. The two of them poured a lot of water after they were full. The rest are all stored in bamboo buckets. One day there was no protein. So far, so good. Wait until the next morning. The hunter who woke up wanted to go out. Go check yesterday's fishing line, only to find that the boat filled the river overnight. I think it's too slow to shake the water in a pot. I just want to turn the side of the boat and pour out the river accidentally. The iron pot at the bow of the boat went into the river. Wait for him to unhurriedly dump the water from the boat. The iron pin has been picked out for a few hundred meters. Waiting for him to row out to retrieve it. The pot is long gone. The unsuspecting cook is still searching for ingredients in the jungle. Soon he found a large expanse of sorghum pulp. Can't wait to dig one out and put it in your mouth. Take a sip and find that the taste is very strong. It's not the same taste as artificially grown. I just wanted to take it back and make a pot of hot tea. Result, but received the news that the hunter had lost the iron pot. Hearing this bad news, the cook kept his temperature constant. The hunter manages to catch it. A catfish is not enough to quell the cook's anger. You know, that pot was handed down from his wife's grandfather. If you lose it in normal times, it's a big deal to buy another one in the middle of nowhere. No iron pail. They'll never eat goose soup for the rest of their lives. Fortunately, hunters have a way to deal with it. They can learn how the locals cook with bamboo tubes. Just plan the window in the bamboo joint. Stuff in the cleaned catfish. Add mashed sorghum pulp. Heat it on the fire for 15 minutes. A colorful and fragrant bamboo catfish. It's freshly baked. The hunter scrapes half the fish for himself. The rest of the fish is attached to the bones for the cook. Delicious fish penetrates the spiciness of wild ginger. Tastes delicious, but with the energy of just one fish. Not enough for 2 adults. Fortunately, hunters are on the islands of New Zealand with years of hunting experience, interested in tracking prey. Pretty soon, just when an animal was found passing by in the jungle, soil left on brown and green leaves. Immediately also found scratching marks on tree trunks not far away. He thought it might have been a wild boar rubbing against it to prove my conjecture. And he was performing all gray. Isn't it the fat on the mouth? So the hunter plans to process a trapper dragon. The material is bamboo that can be found everywhere. After cutting it to the right length, make a groove on it. Strung together with sticks, you get a bamboo wall. At the same time, the cook on the other side is not idle. Seeing the hunter so confident in the trap, and he was going to build a grill to deal with wild boars that may be caught. Don't look at the chef. He usually only cooks on fire. But the skills of doing it by hand really don't have to say. All kinds of details are taken care of. Less than half an hour. A wear-resistant, exercise-resistant grill and you're done. Soon the hunter's trap was completed. Subsequently, the two carried him to the animal path next to the camp. Using snails as bait. As long as a wild boar gets in and eats it, the switch will be triggered by the falling gate. Until the next morning, the two of them couldn't wait to check the trap. The good news is that the trap has been triggered. The bad news is there's not even a single hair in it. The hunter decided that these guys were too cunning. Just stick your head in to trigger the trigger. So I didn't catch anything. It seems their desire to eat pork is about to be dashed. But life goes on. Bamboo indicates that there are many roach shrimp in the river. They can find a way to catch some. So the two hit it off. Ready to make a shrimp dragon out of bamboo. The entrance is funneled. The other end is firmly sealed. As for the bait, use the leftover fish heads from a few days ago. As long as there are roach shrimp smelling and crawling in. If you want to get out through that funnel, take it. And then you throw the shrimp dragon down the river. The rest is up to time. On the morning of the 4th day, the hunter, full of anticipation, salvaged the shrimp dragon. I saw a nest of roach shrimp lying inside the black cricket. Look at this head. It's not small. Now they can finally eat a big meal. The two cooperate in the division of labor. Male hunters live in female weaving. The cook goes out in search of ingredients. Soon he found the sorghum pulp and a few unripe noodles. I almost lost my teeth in a sip. But fortunately, the vitamin C content is dozens of times that of B. Wait until you get back to camp. The cook cleans the shrimp first, then put the shrimp head and shrimp tail. The ingredients are put into the bamboo tube and cook it over the fire. Break the bamboo slices. The red shrimp meat in the white looks very tempting. The hunter couldn't wait to pick up a piece and put it in his mouth. It tastes tender and smooth. Delicate and delicious shrimp meat. Beauty and the din of sorghum sauce. The combination of spicy and sour tastes of different tastes collide in the mouth. Just stab to explode. In the afternoon, the hunter went to check the cloud insurance again. As expected, another catfish, whistling and singing back to camp. This time he's going to cook it himself. Let the cook have a taste of his craft. Spit a mouthful of foam on the lid first. Then put it on your clothes and wipe it. Sprinkle with salt. Finally, throw the whole catfish on it. The rest is up to Providence. At the same time, the cook on the other side walks to the shore, thinking of checking out the shrimp dragon. Unexpectedly found. The boat that was supposed to be tethered to the shore is gone. Needless to say, it must be a good thing done by the hunter. Now the pot is lost and the boat is lost. The chef reacted. The greatest danger in this game. Neither unpredictable weather. Not a reasonable crocodile either. It's this partner in front of you. Wait until the hunter comes with the catfish. The chef, after tasting, did not make any comments. Asked the other party if they have any last words to explain. Until the cook told them about the lost boat. Hunters can only hide their embarrassment with laughter. In the blink of an eye, the 6th day has arrived. The traps to catch wild boars are still unproductive, so they carried him back to the camp. Intended to be converted into bamboo cutting waste for utilization. But before that, they also have to eat a big meal to replenish their strength, so the hunter took the cook to the shoal. He thinks there may be a barrier hidden in the mud beneath his feet. The two of them dug tentatively. I didn't expect to get it. And it's big. After some effort, after a while, I harvested a lot of effort. After returning to the camp, the tiger shrimp dragon will be salvaged. Not only did they catch a lot of roach shrimp and a blue crab, the chef's hard-built grill finally comes in handy. After cleaning the ingredients, the cook arranged the roach shrimp neatly on the lid of the pot. Bake on the fire. Then cut the isolation. Take out the meat inside, pour your brain into a bamboo tube and simmer. As for the crab, the cook is to cut it into 8 pieces. Fry on a plate. At the same time, the hunters on the other side are not idle either. He took apart the bamboo valve. Red Star assembled into a main method, although it doesn't look strong, but as long as it doesn't sink. After an hour, a scent. The complete seafood feast is freshly baked. The hunter smelled it and came back. The chef happily invited him to dinner. Crab roe tastes delicious. The firm and plump shrimp tail is even more delicious to the extreme. For a while, let the hunter praise the cook's craftsmanship. Eat and drink until the 7th day. The two finished packing. Pull up the handmade cooking method. Successfully completed this challenge.